If you are somebody who you are trying to get over self-sabotaging, or you're unsure if you're self-sabotaging in a relationship, this is for you. I was just on a client call and I was talking to my client and she's like, oh, like, I don't know if I'm self-sabotaging or if I'm being real with myself or whatever. And I had asked her, I said, would you be doing the same thing? Would you be responding in the same way if a friend did this to you, or if it was like a different dynamic and not in a partner relationship? And I think when you ask yourself that question of like, would I be responding the same way if somebody else did this to me, right? And your answer, like, this is not a black and white answer, okay? There is gray area around this because we have different expectations of our partners and how they show up for us and the boundaries that we have compared to our friends and family. And it's important that you think about this because if you're somebody who has done a lot of healing work on yourself, you're probably really self-aware of like your areas of improvement and your patterns that you tend to falter to that maybe you're trying to change. And you're also probably self-aware of like how you've progressed in your healing journey, right? And I think sometimes when we've gone through such deep healing and we've done years and years of work on ourselves, it can become this pattern of like, oh, okay, like, how do I improve this? What, am I doing this the right way? Is this healthy? Is this not, right? And I would really just invite you to let yourself be in situations where it's individualistic, like it's not black and white. There's always a gray area usually. If you're setting a boundary and it's not being respected, and then you're having a response to it, like maybe you're getting upset or you're having that conversation with your partner of like, hey, like, I didn't like this, and why does this keep happening over and over again, right? That is not you self-sabotaging, okay? That is you knowing what you want. It is you being clear on what your expectations are in a relationship. And when somebody is, whether they're doing it consciously or unconsciously, that these things are happening over and over again, and you're getting upset about it after you've expressed how you felt about it, that's not self-sabotaging. That's actually self-respect and advocating for yourself in the relationship. This really is applying to the person who has done all the work on themselves. They've spent years healing their traumas. And, there's kind of this hypervigilance and like, oh my gosh, like, am I the unhealthy one? Because sometimes that comes up. And one thing that's really common, especially if you've undergone complex trauma and you've been gaslit and you've been told that you're wrong for feeling the way that you do, we can often question, okay, like, am I overreacting? Am I the one in the wrong, right? And a lot of the times, one, there's like multiple truths in a situation, but also like one thing that is just like a firm truth is like when you set a boundary and it's being disrespected, that's not you self-sabotaging, that's you knowing what works for you and being honest with yourself and embodying that piece of self-respect that maybe wasn't present before.